Cancer. This is your channel messages for the 10th of May. Cancer, I was hearing that you're embarrassed. Cancer, something is embarrassing. I don't know if you're being embarrassed for Mother's Day. Okay, I'm not sure what's happening. Okay, and I hope you walking around demanding things from your boyfriends for Mother's Day. I hope your kids are doing well. Great. Okay, so begin somewhere. You're embarrassed, Cancer. I don't know what you do. I don't know if you're the one who caused embarrassment on yourself. But if this is embarrassment because somebody embarrassed you, yeah. But sometimes people deserve embarrassment. You deserve it. Sometimes you deserve it. But if you never deserve it, Cancer, if you did not deserve it, me getting Cancer, don't worry. Embarrassment don't matter when you're dead. You hear? It don't matter. Don't matter. Sometimes you will live life and play safe. Now, them always say when you die, you're going to see a flash. Really like split second flash footage of your whole life. And see what you accomplished and to see what you did. And all the times you were good and all the times you were bad. But me getting Cancer, do not get too caught up in the ego. The ego carry embarrassment. Sadness don't carry embarrassment. Happiness don't carry embarrassment. The only thing that causes you to feel embarrassment is the ego. Unless you did something intentionally wrong to somebody and it blew up in your face, then that is morality embarrassment. Your morals was fucked up and you're embarrassed because of your morality. But if it's not that way, maybe something happened, I don't know. Maybe them saying, a broke ass bitch coming on YouTube every day. Bitch, under your pussy sound like, I saw your pussy sound. She come by me say, you see the tarot reader girl? Yeah, the Jamaican girl. I don't like her accent, you know. I said the girl come on YouTube every blood clot they read tarot. I said why she can't read her life? The girl poor and homeless. Any blood clot wears every day she come on tarot, right? I wear the same clothes every day. You know her pussy sound, I saw it sound. Sweetie, never feel embarrassed. Embarrassment don't matter when you're dead. I know it's easily said and done, but I'm just saying, you can't be more embarrassed than when the time come and them take off the clothes off of your corpse and put it on. Don't get caught up in the ego of embarrassment, Cancer. Cancer is a mother. Is it something about the breast, nip slip? I'm so embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed, Cancer. They love you. Yeah, like how something to get to embarrass. Janet Jackson got embarrassed. And whether it was so-called intentional or not, it was intentional. Whether it was so-called intentional or not, Janet have to face embarrassment and backlash. Usually you face embarrassment, but you can show your face again. So back then Janet Jackson was doing a dance with don't be so quick to walk away. Dance with me, I will have you naked by the end of this song. And when he was here for her thing at the Super Bowl and her nipple did show, and it was a whole embarrassment for her. But then the photographers catch pictures of Anne Hathaway say, and it was all over the news, and she never get blacklisted. Even the reporter asked her, so how about those pictures, Anne Hathaway? I am appalled that you guys would even, right? So Anne Hathaway never get blacklisted when the photographers capture pictures up her skirt. But Janet Jackson did when that happened in front of the whole Super Bowl. Now, was it her fault? No. Nevertheless, she was embarrassed. And embarrassment is one thing, but to be blacklisted by an embarrassment that you never caused is something totally different. So again, if you're on the good side of embarrassment, don't be embarrassed. Embarrassment is of the ego. You can't be embarrassed. How embarrassed were you the first time you had to deliver a baby and you open your legs and all these people in the doctor room, I see you push out a baby? You embarrassed? Were you embarrassed the first time you had a baby and people have to like see a vagina and these, or it came natural to you? Were you embarrassed? Yes? Okay, so why you do it 5 more times? Exactly. Embarrassment is ego. It's more egotistical. Let's go ahead and go into your reading, Cancer. Embarrassed. Maybe you're embarrassed. Embarrassed. Maybe you're embarrassed because of something you did. Someone's behavior, Cancer. Or me getting prepared. Somebody might embarrass you upon Mother's Day. We have Pazuzu. Warn off other demons. Protect against evil forces. We have Libra. Sorry. We're getting somewhat a Libra. Or somebody, it could be somewhat sharing. Like maybe your girlfriend and your mother. Your girlfriend is a baby mother and your mother is a baby mother. So some type of weird ass embarrassment happen. Getting just watch out, okay? We have Magic. We have Leo and we have Moloch, child sacrifice and the demands of human offerings. Yeah. Getting something about a child. Are you embarrassed about something about a child sacrifice? Leo rules the kids, something about kids. I don't know if you abandon your child for rundown fame. Leo rules other people's children though. Either you're embarrassed, I don't know, I'm getting something about a child. Is it abortion? Is it a termination of pregnancy? Is it a miscarriage? I'm getting whatever this is, you feel embarrassed. So why would it be? Was it your fault? No? Then why are you embarrassed? Let's go ahead and go into reading. First card out is a world card. So the world card is completion. Yeah, so maybe you're coming back after an embarrassing situation. But the world card is completion. We also had the 5 of Cups. Okay, I'm getting a thought something was over. It's still being talked about. I'm getting something. Yeah, I'm getting a nip slip. Yeah, like a nip slip. Because she don't have on anything on her the normal world cards. Usually her breast is out. Yeah, I'm getting something. It could be something like that. Your breast, you're embarrassed for your breast or something like that, or somebody else is embarrassed about this. We have the King of Swords. We have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This person is really a conservative sign. Is this something about, is either your man, your husband, or your son? Cancer ruler breast. So is either somebody embarrassed about their mother. What your mother do for work? Your mother. Are you embarrassed about pictures out with your mother? Are you embarrassed because how your mother, it could be something about your mother. Are you embarrassed because every time your mother go out, she show her breasts? But me getting you're a big man, you're not a kid. So it could be your mom. He's an older guy, but maybe your mom still act young. You know. But yeah, say, oh, mom, like I'm a grown ass man. What do you think my friends think? But it could be something like that. You're embarrassed about her clothes. You're embarrassed about how she dress. I don't know if it's your girlfriend. We have the angel card. Yeah, I'm getting everything okay though. I don't know what happened. I feel like you overthink something too much. I'm getting you embarrassed about something you did. Your behavior, what you did. Did you leak something of somebody? I'm getting you saw something. Maybe you saw a picture of somebody. Or you say, you know, that bad. Something isn't as bad. It isn't as embarrassing as you make it sound. I don't know. I'm getting you expected something to blow over. It's not blowing over. And you feel embarrassed about it. I don't know if someone's triggering you to feel embarrassed about it. Maybe you need to talk to them if you're embarrassed about something. We have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, I'm getting something about your mom. If it's not your mother, it's your girlfriend. I'm not sure if you're asking somebody to change the way how them dress. The world card is a completion into a new cycle. I'm getting asking someone to change. We have the High Priestess. Change what? Change them fate. Change how them do things. You want somebody to stop read tarot. You want somebody to stop doing that. I'm getting something is you're learning something very I don't know if it's times are changing. Right? One day my generation is gonna rule the population. And so we keep waiting on the world to change. The minority is now the majority. Maybe you never want something for change. It's changing. And I understand all these old people and all you men who feel like, you know, things are supposed to be a certain way and it was that way. The minority is now the majority. The majority is now under 30. As a matter of fact, you see what the 25 and under say? And that goes. And I'm not talking about when it comes on to them being disrespectful or them being out of order. But the minority, 18 and under, them are the majority. So even if you want to say what someone's doing, you know, I'm a grown man, she's a grown-ass woman, that's not how grown people act. Yeah, but the minority in 2026 is changing the whole platform. It basically reconstruct what everything is changing with women right now because the minority is the majority. If the majority were older women who were in hair, wigs, and nails, if that was okay, when kids are small, there at some point there's usually more adults than kids at a certain time on the earth. Right now in 2026, there's more kids around, there's more minors around than adults. So them are the majority. So even though the adults, we not even we, bigger than me, still here for try to implement. No, you need to be faithful to your laws. You need to be faithful to your religion. You need to be religion will always be there. But the minority is now the majority. You can't tell them for go to church. Them I tell you, say them nah go. Them run this stuff. You're dead now. Remember say you're dead now. It no matter if you strive for if it no matter if you and you instill this for teachers to your son, so your son can continue teaching other people, it don't matter. You are dead one day. And when you dead, 100 more kids born. The day you dead, the day when you alone dead, 100 kids born. It's all of these kids who are born. That is what when the keeper said the reason why things are the way it is because times are changed. Things get people are not paying attention. That's not why. It's because in 2020, in the year 2000, 2001, 2002, 26, right now, there's more young people than old people. So them rule what happen. So that's why it's so hard for say girls put on clothes. And them run this now. The minorities are the majority. Them not have to listen to you. You soon dead and you're not the majority. So one might still implement things in societal norms for try to make young people act and be a certain way. Brody, you see, even when you try for that, you see when you're dead, him still gonna act the way him act. And then they're having kids young. And half of them now have kids. The population decline. So that means the majority is now between the ages of what? 20 to 35? Them are the majority. Usually if you're looking at the political house, it's bare 45 and over in there. But that's not the majority right now. The majority who are going to work, who are going to school, because my generation, at least 1990, 91, 92, 93, 94, and 95, those babies, them not have no kids. They're not having kids. That means there's no minority for the government for kind of can reshape into a new society. Because them not have kids, the pyramid, right? The bottom of the pyramid at 25 to 35 now. One time the bottom of the pyramid was 0 to 1. One time I could have distract the whole population with childcare problems because the majority had children. 1990 to 1995, them not have kids or the birth rate had declined. The majority is now 1991 to 1995. And anybody who are born 2000, them will pick up the same mannerisms as 1995 babies. That's why the 24-year-old them don't want kids either. Because them pick it up from 1995, 1994, 1993, 1992, 1991 babies. So now we are the majority. But the man who set your bills, please don't kill me. Government don't kill me, please. My birthday at 3 days. Nobody come try to send. Nobody will kick off a swat me and kick off my door. I just talking to my viewers, man, right? So now the majority is older. There's no more younger majority right now for trick. Because if them can't trick you, them will trick your kids. So that's why them try to make you always have kids. Me can't trick you. You too smart. Me can't trick a kid if the kid not there with you. Then me can't trick you. So now the minorities are the majority. That's why when I find it so hard to try to get the girls to go back to how things were. Them can't. Because back in the 1950, them didn't have kids. At no point during 1950 to 1970, people did stop having kids. 2026, people now have no kids. And they make a conscious decision to do that. Men and women. So now the last breed of us who was supposed to have kids, unless the 2000 babies them have a lot of kids and they're not, we are going to become the majority. But again, the man who set your price, the man who set gas price, the man who set your rent, them is not the majority, but them is the ones who set what happened for the majority. Make it you want somebody stop doing something. Yes, and bro, if back then you used to burn the witch because you read terror, in 2026 the YGs want to watch terror. And it's like when I try to say, it's demonic, no, go back to church, go back to church. You can't, slut. You can't, your church, I go dead when you're dead. Continuing the practice. You see the minority who is growing up older, who is becoming a majority. Here's why everything kind of get knocked down a little bit. Them not religious, them spiritual. That's what is fucking the government. 1990 to 1995 and 2000s going up, them not religious, them spiritual. Them believe in what make them happy, not me need to do this because God says so, and whether I'm happy or not, me have to abide by it. They don't live by that. Them now go under oath. Your grandmother used to go under oath. Your mother used to go under oath. Them kids, 1990, go straight up, them now go under no oath. For nothing. Them not going to follow it just because it look this way. Them want to be happy. So first of all, when you can't use the Bible, you're going to have kids of people who still believe in the Bible, but the majority, they're not going to. It's the majority who don't believe in Bible is not having kids. If you did believe in the Bible, you would have tried to find a husband and have kids. The people them who have fucked up the birth rate, them is not godly people. Them don't go to church. Them don't have a Bible in them house. Them are the people them who have messed up the birth rate. They're not religious people. Religious people would have known, say, because you have a duty to your religion for carry on your religion legacy and have kids. They're not religious, that's why them not have kids. So you can't tell them, say, tarot and these weird things is demonic. Because from 1990 to 2026, them not grew up in a church. Them grew up on phone. They're accepting people barking like dogs. Them accepting OnlyFans. It's totally different now. The minority is now the majority. So you can't sway the minority. Say something evil. The minority going to do what they want to do. One time there was always an older majority over us. At one point there was always an older majority. The majority, the older, and it usually still linger around with it, still guide we. Now the minority and the majority, them still in power, them still in control, but the majority, as in, okay, well, me not give a if that's the law, me not do it. So, me don't know what somebody want to stop them, but me getting, like, even if it's religious based, yeah, that is for you. That is how you and your family and your mother think. You, your family and your mother is not the majority. So you can always feel like something is demonic or something is divination or something is evil. When you dead, the world are gonna open up to it. There's nothing in this universe that stayed evil forever. Slavery was okay. After slavery was abolished, people were taught that slavery was evil, especially white people. Even all of the white people who lived up on the slave plantation who hate niggers, them never think slavery would have been abolished. They died believing slavery was right. Them dead believe that for them grand and them grand-grands and them grand-grands would have always owned slaves. So you can spend your whole life with the church and think that terror and divination is evil. When you're dead, that's going to change. There is going to come a time where the occult is going to be the majority and religion are going to be the minority. And you need to fucking accept that. Let's go. We have a 9 of Wands and we also have the Sun card. Yeah. And where you think the young people am teach them baby? Where you think I'm teaching my kid? When me have a baby, where you think the baby gone? You think the baby gonna... Okay, first of all, the baby will probably, chances are, the baby will get a christening. Okay? Because you don't know, so the mother come read tarot. And because of all the demonic shit will follow it mother, I better the baby have a better chance than me. So me want to oppose to getting my baby christened in a little church with a Catholic. He have to be Catholic though. He can't blood clot Anglican. It have to be a Catholic pastor. You know when they have a little baby in the church and they put the thing in them head, but then my baby, him can't get christening. Me will say, me will be okay if I say, even though I do this in my life, maybe the baby don't have to be as fucked up as me. I I can admit that. So maybe the baby could get a little christening. You can go in a little pastor and the pastor put the baby in what you can do that. But me not grow my baby religious. Ask anybody who born 2000. Ask anybody who born 1990 and up. Where your baby grow religious? Or is that your parents? Even the majority that is the minority right now, when them have baby, them not grow the baby them religious. Yeah. So again, you can believe that divination and these things and horoscopes. Tinder have horoscope mode. Tinder have horoscope mode for compatibility. 10 years ago, did Tinder have that? No. Did people believe in astrology that much when it comes on to dating? Me hear a man say, oh, do you believe in astrology? Yes, or red flag. The big multi-million-dollar company named Tinder is advertising an astrology mode. 10 years ago, people never believed in that shit. So you don't have to believe in it. But there is going to come a time where the occult is going to be the majority. Spirituality going to be the majority. And you see all of this is going to be the minority. And even if you don't, but here's the thing. Christians, majority is usually shown in numbers. You see the people, spiritual people, there's no, unless you're in a one cult, you're not going to see spiritual people in numbers. Spiritual people don't hang out in numbers. That's for Christians. That's for religion. Religion hang out with numbers. So as we end this, let's just also say that while you do have a blissful Sunday, remember, only 144,000 souls will go to heaven. All of y'all who is at church today, and all of them go to heaven. There's only 144,000 going. Well, what does that mean? I mean, I come to church every day. I pray every day. I read my Bible. I serve the Lord. So you're saying that I may not be a chosen one to make it in? Yes. So let's hope the man who was praying beside you did less good things in his life and missed a few prayer dates, while you get the 144,000 place over him. And all alone now go heaven. So while you continue to grow your followers and grow your church, you should let the church know that it's only 144,000 I'll get saved. We'll leave it here. Until next time. Bye.